Hello folks, this is Blake, WordsDB71, coming at you from my wife's art and craft room. As you can tell, let's see, right here, one of her shelves of lots of supplies. I've been in here before. When I first started making videos, I was doing it from this desk because this desk is a really nice desk, and you'll see some of it soon. As you can tell from the title, I got something in the mail today and it is great, and I want to let you know about it because I think it's an outstanding deal. Yes, this is the vinyl community, but actually this does have something to do with vinyl, because this was originally all released on vinyl, so there's your connection there. So, Mercury Living Presence. To many classical collectors, and some of you that aren't classical collectors, you have heard of the Living Presence trademark, Mercury Living Presence. They did some revolutionary things very early on in their life, I guess. I guess it was the very late 40s, and yeah, it must have been the very late 40s. Might have been 1950 when they decided to start recording even entire orchestras with a single microphone for mono. And then when stereo capability came around, I believe they went with 3 microphones, positioning them so they could do a good 2-channel mix from that. So I don't know that much about the history of Mercury and the Living Presence label. That is something that I am going to study in the future, because I think it's the result of what they've done, and quite honestly, I have sort of well, I haven't yet gotten a book or anything about it, but I will be looking for one soon, especially after receiving said package. So, in the mail today, something I was expecting to receive yesterday, did not get. Actually didn't get any mail yesterday and thought that was odd. And looks like I got 2 days worth of mail today. So, maybe they were just playing hokey. It was a nice day. A lot of people fish around here, so maybe he was playing. Maybe he was fishing. Sorry, Corky, if I'm getting you in trouble. So, in the mail, I'm going to try to do this 24 dB style. Ta-da! Mercury Living Presence. Let me try to position this. Sorry about that. Sorry about this, Rob. This Rob Panique's part of the video. So, what you see here is a brand new collector's edition. I don't think there's any other edition really, but they call this the collector's edition box set of Mercury Living Presence. And I wanted to show you what is in this bad boy. First we'll go around. Now, what this is supposed to be is a special, like, 60th anniversary edition, 60 years since the Mercury Living Presence name, I think, since they started recording or releasing recordings. They made this special box set, and what it contains, ta-da, is apparently, supposedly, I haven't actually taken anything out of here, so I'm going to be just about as surprised as you are when you see this. Supposed to be 50 very influential recordings that they released on vinyl. That's the vinyl connection. On vinyl during the Mercury Living Presence reign. Now, as you can tell, this is a very nice box. I am told this box was made in the EU, not in China. Let's see. Actually, it doesn't say on the box where the box is made. I suspect that it's made in the EU because I do know that this very nice book says it is made in the EU. Look at that. There's a peek. Oh! So first we'll go with this book. Let me close this box. Enough of that peeking. So this book is a nice little kind of a history of the label and introduction to what's going on here. And I want to point out somebody that we all need to become very familiar with, or even more familiar than we are, because she proved to be very, very important. There she is. Wilma Cozart, and she later married Bob Fine, which has a very significant connection to the Mercury Living Presence line. So then later known as Wilma Cozart-Fine. She produced, I'm not going to say 100% because that's probably impossible, but produced a significant amount of the Living Presence label. And as you can see, as I'm flipping through here, there's some pieces about some of the recording artists and organizations that were featured on the label. I'll let you see the index here. Not really focusing that well. It's probably a little light glaring. But anyway, you get the idea here. Says so it's probably 65, 66 pages in this nice little book. I'm gonna guess 64 because that's a good number for books. 64 pages, multiple of 8. So I'll set this aside. Then we'll go back to So what we have here is 50 recordings plus, I know this happens to be in the back, an interview, see right here, an interview with Wilma Cozart-Fine, producer, Mercury Living Presence. An interview done with her talking about these first recordings that were made. Pictures at an Exhibition was the first release on the Mercury Living Presence label. I wish I had this in my collection. I do not. Of course, they're very sought after simply because, well, not simply, because it is a good recording. Not their best, but it is a good recording on the Mercury Living Presence label, and because it's the first one, people like to scoop that up, kind of like the first baseball card in a set, if you're a ball card collector. So anyway, this is disc number 51. Set that aside. Disc number 1, Mussorgsky's and Ravel, Pictures at an Exhibition, with some Bartok on it as well. So I also want to comment here about something that I've learned recently from a commenter, a vinyl community member, Mike. I don't recall his ID on YouTube, but I'm encouraging, Michael, if you're listening, I'm encouraging him to start doing some videos because he collects something that was very new to my ears. He calls them mini LP CDs. And basically what I've learned, it's a very Japanese kind of thing where they recreate the album cover. In true mini LP CDs parlance, it'll be an exact replication of the album, including the back. Unfortunately, this is not the back. This is something you can read. If you remember, Mercury Living Presence had a lot of liner notes on the back, and if you reproduce that, you know, from you know, just scaling it down, it'd be impossible to read. Although maybe it can be done. But anyway, the backs are are kind of simple. I've flipped through most of these, and most of the backs look like this, and there's like CD number 1 down here in the corner. But where was I? Oh, mini LP CDs. Hopefully he's going to show us that. And the reason why it came up is because he would like some sleeves that that these would fit in, and I think it's a great idea. Maybe we can get clear bags to help us on that. So I will show you also with the mini CDs. I mean, this is not really pertaining to that. Even the disc will have like the label, the original label that that the album came out on. So that's interesting. Michael, please put some videos up, or if anybody out there in the vinyl community has a collection or has some of the mini LP CDs, show them. We'd like to see them. I definitely would like to see them, and I know Michael would too. So, pictures at an exhibition. I'll flip through these pretty quickly because, you know, we don't want this to turn into a 20-minute video, but maybe you do. Just give viewers an idea of what's in the set. Because I know I ordered mine from a major reseller online, and there was no indication in the description of what's in the set. It just says, you know, 50 and no list. So while I'm showing this, does anyone have any questions? Psych! I can't answer that. Oh yeah, 1812. There's a story behind this. I think it's this particular recording. They actually recorded a real cannon shooting this, making the big cannon shots in the performance. And I think through the magic of tape, they were able to put it together on the release. I love Dvorak's dances. Oh, let's see. Grand Canyon Suite, that's a good one. You don't hear much about that. That's a very good one. For you classical collectors, or those that are interested in classical music, this is a fantastic set. The cost with shipping was like it was less than $105. That's $2 a disc. And these discs are great. Again, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see this, but you know, down in the magic of, well, in the chord there, it says that they were made in Germany by EDC. Yeah, EDC. So they're not cheap Chinese spin-offs. Doesn't appear that the camera's focusing very well. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you can still get a sense of what's in here. Aaron Copland, Appalachian Spring. Some great music. So again, classical collectors, or those that are interested in getting into classical music, this set is a fantastic way to get a lot of some of the best material out there. Look at there's Pepe. Oh man, I love the Romeros. Speaking of, woohoo! Celedonio, Pepe. I believe that's Angel and Celine. I think I got that right. There should be another Romero's disc in here too, which I'm very excited about. Jeff, Record Man 1958, you gotta get this. And anybody else that's interested in classical. What a way to get started. Nutcracker, 2 parts. What I'm excited about in this is that I have a lot of this on LP. Of course, I don't buy many CDs, so I don't ever get a chance to listen to this in the car or while we're on trips or anything. And now I can grab some of these things and keep them on the road with me. Starker. Great Starker stuff in here. Zering. Stravinsky's Firebird. Another Janus Starker. And Rodrigo Concerto d'Aranjuez. This is the recording that I was playing in my last closer look video. This is the same recording, different cover, but the same recording with the San Antonio Symphony. But looking forward to having this in the car. And that's all 50. So just a quick rundown, I guess. Have the box, the interview set. Let's put that back in here. The book. And there you go. Thanks very much for watching, and if you have any questions, please ask. I think this is a fantastic deal. Like I said, less than $2 a disc. Well, right at $2 a disc, including the cost for shipping. So, Mercury Living Presence. What a deal! What a deal! I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye bye.